November 19th, 2016, I had my sister's 3 kids over for a sleepover, and the kids were busy jumping on our bed, flipping, and having fun. I put the kids to bed, I went to bed myself, and I didn't realize that the next 36 hours would change my life forever. My daughter Lily, who had just turned 7, woke up about midnight and said her tongue hurt. I thought it was odd, but I gave her some Tylenol and put her back to sleep. She woke up again about 5:30 a.m. with a sore back, but she fell back asleep until about 7:30. But when she woke up at 7:30, her back was even in more pain. It hurt so bad that I ended up taking her into emergency, where we met with countless doctors and waited for answers. And then 36 hours later, they came to us with a diagnosis: acute lymphoblastic leukemia. My world fell apart in an instant. Coming to grips with the fact that this was our new reality was very hard for me. I remember walking into cancer care for the first time and literally screaming in my head, "How are we here?" And I remember asking my doctor that exact question. How could a girl who one night was doing flips on our bed and so healthy and so strong now be in the hospital being diagnosed with leukemia? And her answer, although she didn't realize it at the time, totally explained God's protection and care for our girl. The doctor said, "Lily has compression fractures in her spine, which is a sign of a problem in the bone marrow. They would have been there for quite a while, but the flips on the bed were basically the last straw." She said, "I believe that if she hadn't have done the flips on the bed, we may not have met for months." Now, in the world of leukemia, months matter, weeks matter, even days matter sometimes. You know, I never would say pain comes from God. I 100% believe that God caused that pain from the flips to alert us of the problem in her body so that we could get her treatment as soon as possible. The first 10 months of Lily's treatment were intense. She took countless medications, was poked and prodded more than any of us care to remember, and lost her hair, which broke her heart and mine. However, even in the darkest of days, God was present. If I rewind the story about 15 years, I remember starting to, every morning in the shower, recite Psalm 103. "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. He forgives all my sins and heals all my sicknesses and diseases. He raises my life from out of destruction and crowns me with loving kindness and tender mercies. He satisfies my desires with good things so that my youth is renewed like the eagles." I had spoken these words over myself hundreds of times, but never had it been more real to me. That first week of treatment that we were in hospital, the nurses must have thought I was crazy because I had 8x11 sheets of paper taped on the wall all over Lily's hospital room with verses on them. And this was the first verse that I put on the wall. This was the very beginning of God showing just how faithful and good he is in the midst of the darkest days. Lily completed treatment on March 29th, 2019. All I've thought about since then is how grateful I am for how faithful God is, how he's brought us through this, and how he never changes. And in the moments where we face the next challenges, I can remember how faithful and present and gracious God was with us. I will never, ever be thankful for leukemia. and for what my daughter had to walk through. But I am so grateful that God trusted me to be her mom and to walk beside her through that journey. His grace was once again more than sufficient in my weakness. God is so good to me.